Hi guys, I wanted to share a little bit of my story with you guys as far as why I became a Beachbody coach. And I've been a Beachbody coach for a year and a half now. And let's see, my story starts back when I was still back in home in California, working corporate. And I was working corporate for a very long time as a financial banker. I got the job at 19 years old. I was working part-time. I was going to college part-time. And I was studying to do some kind of sports medicine. I really wanted to work in the health and fitness field. That was my goal. That was my passion. I ended up not finishing school and settling with corporate. School just wasn't my thing. Corporate was really hard to give up because it had stable income of 40 hours. It had sick time, vacation time, benefits, holidays off. It was hard. I definitely don't regret it, but it definitely wasn't where my heart was. So I was in it for 8 years back home. I was then getting ready to move across country to be with my now husband. And at that point, I was like, this is my chance. This is my fresh start. I want to really pursue getting out of corporate and working in the health and fitness industry. At that point, my life was already starting to get a little bit better because of my husband. Because I'd had a few years of some dark days of not so great choices or lifestyle, lots of partying, toxic relationships, wasn't being true to myself, pretty lost type of person. So I was already kind of transitioning out of making my life a whole lot better with my fresh start with my now husband. So I moved 3,000 miles away from everything I ever knew, and I was pursuing my personal training certification. I'd saved some money so I could not have to go to work right away, so I could figure it out, and I was studying for the certification. I then reconnected with a friend actually back home in California over Facebook. She mentioned she had signed up for this Beachbody coaching opportunity. And funny enough, my husband had actually said, a couple months before that, had said, oh, I think you'd really like Beachbody. And I was like, what? What's Beachbody? What is it? And I was kind of skeptical. I was like, I don't know about it. Pretty funny. So she did it. And I was like, well, if you're doing it, I want to know more. So she told me what it was about. And it instantly sounded like something I was meant to do. I was going to be helping people, really supporting and helping people make changes. I didn't have to have a degree or any kind of certification. I was going to be able to do it from home. I didn't have to be perfect. I just needed to be me, work on me, lead by example, and help people. And the business possibilities were huge. And nothing against personal training, but personal training just was not going to do for me what Beachbody could. I wasn't going to be able to help as many people because I physically could not help as many people in personal training as I can with Beachbody. I also was going to have to work a crazy amount of hours to create the type of income I could with Beachbody. So to me, it just made sense. So I made the switch and I invested my whole $40 into Beachbody. The investment you can't beat. One of the reasons I didn't end up I took so long to pursue getting out of corporate was because I didn't have the time or the money to really invest in going back to school or a certification or something like that, just didn't work out for me. So I invested my whole $40, and what I was going to get out of it was a team that was going to be like a community that was going to help me, and all the coaches before me were going to teach me how they were becoming so successful. So I was like, yes, sign me up. So I signed up with the intention of not going back to corporate, wanting to help people because that was my passion, my goal. Since I was 19 years old, that's what I wanted to do. So I signed up, started diving into the business, learning as much as I could. I ended up having to go back to corporate. It was just time. I ran out of savings and had to go back to work. So at that point, my goal was all right, you need to work this business and do as much as you can and help as many people as you can to quit corporate. That was my goal. So I dove in and I started learning all this stuff, and I I bought my first Beachbody program. I started drinking the shakes, which I was skeptical about, but I love, and I drink every single day now and totally believe in. So I got my program. I started meeting, my team and meeting more people, and I ended up having my own transformation. I'd always been into health and fitness. I'd always worked out, but I ended up getting in the best shape of my life. I don't have a huge weight loss story, but I got in the best shape I'd ever gotten in. But my biggest transformation was my mental transformation, because Beachbody is really about making you believe in yourself and dream really big and, gain self-confidence all through our personal development. And so Beachbody ended up bringing so much positivity into my life, like changed my attitude, brought more positivity to my life, made me realize that I had so much untapped potential to really, be successful at anything I wanted. And just made my life way better, made me and my husband's life a lot better. We learned to get healthy a lot, in a better way. More education. We started implementing a lot of really great practices that we wanted in our life. It's just been a really, really, really amazing thing. And, being surrounded by a community of people who totally get you. That's huge. Being a part of something where you feel like you belong, where we're all working towards similar goals, where we're all living similar lifestyles, it's really awesome. It makes you feel welcome. Especially if you're into health and fitness. Not everybody gets it, which is fine. But you're going to have those people who just kind of have their negative comments or they don't get it. And I'm sure we've all been there and heard them. And so being around them is like, oh my gosh, it's people like me. I'm not, I'm not weird or anything like that, So it was like I made the best friends. I've made the best friends that I now talk to really often, and where we sit and talk about our dreams and we talk about life, and they really just fill my life with more fire, more inspiration to grow more as a person, grow more as a coach, and really set high, goals that I'm gonna hit. So I signed up, wanting to get out of corporate, following my passion, ended up having the best transformation I've ever had. Ended up making the best friends, and I ended up just being able to create a really, really great life for my husband and I. So after coaching for a year, I was actually able to quit corporate, which was amazing. That was my big goal, at the time. I really wanted to quit corporate. I wanted to have a real quality life where I could not have to worry about vacation time, sick time, something where I knew I could grow a lot more and create a better income for my family than corporate ever was, because I knew I was always going to cap out and not really be able to go very far with it, and I was still going to have to only have 2 weeks off a year. It just, to me, I was like, well, with Beachbody, I can make a lot more. I can have the freedom of time. I can have the financial security, and then it's just going to be a better thing. So I was able to do that, and there's nothing against, corporate or not working from home, if that's your passion, but it just wasn't mine. My passion was to help other people, and my passion was to create a better life for our family. So I quit. I was able to enjoy planning our wedding and having my family here for the wedding, and now we're expecting our first kid. And I've been able to enjoy my pregnancy from home on those not so great days where you don't feel well. I didn't have to worry about going into work or calling in sick. And when our baby comes, I won't have to return to an office. And that's huge for me personally. I've always wanted to be able to work from home, where I could still be home with the kids and it wouldn't be an issue. So Beachbody's done amazing things for us, things that I didn't even really expect or think I needed. And to me, I don't ever regret signing up. I will always be a coach. I believe in the mission of Beachbody. I believe in my mission to help people get healthy and to help people do what I've done. Quit corporate, be home with their family, create better incomes for themselves, and have more time for the things that they love and for the people that they love. That's why I love Beachbody. Beachbody's done amazing things, and for me, and I know can do amazing things for you. And to me, it's like everybody should be doing this. Everybody, because, you know, it's affordable, it's convenient, it's real, it really does work, and there's so much potential in there. And, you know, you can sign up for a gym membership, you can buy a cleanse, you can buy some pills or whatever, but it's not the whole package. Beachbody is the whole package. You know, it's a mind, body, and soul transformation. So that's why I signed up for Beachbody. I started with one goal, I ended up with more goals, and I ended up crushing some, and I still have so many more coming. You know, there's so much coming for my team and my family with Beachbody, and I can't wait. If this is what's happened in a year and a half, can't wait to see what's going to happen in another year and a half. So that's my story. That's why I joined. And if you guys have any questions about doing what I've done, message me. I'd love to talk to you. Have a good day.